you got up there for that at-bat?
Baseball. It's crazy, right? We talk about it. I'm having the conversation with him that not necessarily because your name is not in the lineup, you still having a pretty important role. And sure enough, as the game unfolds, we had them ready since the 7th inning with a lot of the righties that are. They got all righties on that bullpen, but a couple of them in particular are very tough right on right. So we knew right away that we needed to have those guys ready, and he was ready to go. And I'm proud of him. I'm glad that he was able to get the job done. Big moment for him, for the team. Obviously, they know how hard it's been for him. Not only going through injuries, but the whole year itself last year when he didn't play much. He goes down to AAA and he comes back up today and gets a huge hit for us. It goes to show you that we're going to need everyone in here. And everyone that walks through those doors, they're important. And they're going to contribute. We're going to give everyone a chance. And like I said, I'm glad that he got the job done today.
I know that every year is a different year, but obviously a big storyline last year was your inability to come back late. And we've seen this now a number of times already early on. What type of culture do you feel like this particular group is establishing in game?
We're never out of games. We want to continue to grind at bats, and it's a good feeling in the dugout, understanding that we get one guy on, we got the ability to continue to move the line, keep the line moving. And it's good to see it this early, especially with what you mentioned, what we went through last year and the stats that were crazy. It's hard to explain. It's baseball too, right? And here we are within the first 10, 11 games coming back. It's good. It's good to see it. But again, I think guys trusting each other, trusting their preparation, their game plan, not panicking, and just continue to have fun and continue to have good at-bats.
Tony?
Mauricio was obviously aggressive in that bat, got down to 0-2, and then managed to come through. What did you just see from him within that at-bat in general?
I like that he stayed on the fastball. It's easy, especially when you get behind 0-2, to start looking for pitches, right? Whether it's the sweeper, in this case from Sewell, and he's a good fastball hitter, and I'm glad that he stuck to it and he executed. So,
Max, what kind of lift have you gotten from Jared Young so far this season?
He's going to continue to give you professional at-bats. I think today he's one of those nights that ball doesn't go out. It was like 107 at 39 or 37, something like that. Like, how ball should be in the bullpen. But he's a pro. This is another guy that understands his role. That another guy that even though his name is not on the lineup, he knows the opportunities are coming. On Sunday, he was 3 for 3 and a pitch hit for him. And here he is. Again, huge at bat against it. Pretty good arm on Loaiziga. And man, that was a quality at bat right there. He's been huge for us in the versatility. Really good game on Sunday in left field. Today, I'm able to just keep him at first base. So, yeah, that says a lot.
Jim, Carlos, just what did you see from Freddie today?
They made him work. They made him work through a lot of pitches. We didn't make a couple of plays. That ended up costing him an extra 25, 30 pitches there. That's the bottom line. But I thought he was good. Tough conditions overall, like Peralta and the whole pitching staff. With how windy it was today, that ball was moving pretty much everywhere. And he kept us there. He kept us there and gave us a chance. I was trying to give him that extra hitter there and just got away from him. But I thought he was okay.
With how new ABS is, I'm interested, like in that 5th inning when Brazoban thought he ended the inning, and to have to come back out and then pitch again, just how much of an emotional turn can that be?
I mean, he plays a big factor, big role, and this is at the very beginning of spring training. When we were having those meetings and conversations with players, like the mentals, like that particular spot right there, when there's traffic, when there's runners on, and you think you executed a pitch, you get the call, and then the hitter challenge, and you got to get back on the mound. And that's not an easy situation, and it's new for all of us here. You think you're out of the woods, and before you know it, you got to get back on the mound. So they got him there. It was a really good challenge for them, close pitch, and yeah, got to give them credit there.
And then just what did you like about the matchup in the eighth with Young there to pinch hit for Vientos, who had also been doing well, obviously?
Yeah, Vientos he's gonna get a lot of righties, and it wasn't easy. But as I'm preparing for the game today, I target a couple of guys that we're going to be tough right or right. And Loaiziga, I'm pretty familiar with him. And then not only that, but then you watch the inning unfold. Polanco's a lefty, he gets him. Then he gets behind Robert, but then execute his pitches. He's a high ground ball guy, right? Gets Louis after falling behind 3-0, and then Beatty gets in again. That for me right there, the game is basically telling you to continue to trust your guts there. And as hard as it is to take the bat away from Mark, you know, it's first and third, double playing play. Loaiziga is a big time ground ball pitcher. Like you got a pretty good left-handed batter of the bench. I felt like I needed to do it. I'm glad he got the job done.
Just in general, pinch hitting is one of the hardest things to do in this sport. Why do you think you guys have had so much success in that role this season?
Credit to the players and to the coaches. You know, the preparation level, just understanding potential matchups, potential situations, and then going out there and executing the plan, trusting it. But starts with the players and then the whole group from the hitting department.
Mark on the right.
You mentioned how difficult it was to pitch today. This offseason, when you go and get Evan Williams and Luke Weaver, is this kind of how you envision them at the back of the game?
Yeah, I mean they're used to pitching in high leverage situation. That's what we brought them in for, to lock games down, to keep games in there for us. And today was a perfect example. They went through some good hitters, and Devin continued to execute pitches there, and then for Weave in extra innings with the ghost runner to just keeping the game there. They're used to it. They're important part for this team, and they're going to continue to get big outs for us.
Tony, just one more on Mauricio. When you guys sent him down at the end of spring training, what was your message to him at that time? And as an organization, how did you guys feel like, or what did you guys feel like his role he could be for you this year?
Keep going. It's not going to be easy. Adversity is part of this business, and you have to find a way to keep moving forward. The messaging was you need to play, and that's why. And he understood, and it's not an easy conversation today either. You know, before the game when he comes in here, telling a guy that is an everyday player, that he could be an everyday player, that hey man, the opportunity is not here yet. But you have to stay ready because it happened fast. Sure enough, today, biggest at bat, and like I said, I was just proud of him.
All right, thank you very much, Carlos.